Woohoo! I can see. Excellent. Now we are going to be moving on to the beak. We'll talk about in a moment. Your picture is a great source of knowing the shape of your beak. We are going to use the other half of our plate to make our beak. And the way I like to do that is by taking my plate and folding it in half so that it makes a tent. You can keep it a little bit rounded if you have more of a round beak, or you can crease it, making sure that you're folding it right in half, pressing the crease in there so that you have, if you need a tent kind of beak or a triangle beak, that's what you're going to get. Then we have to make, using our marking material, a shape that resembles our bird. So I'm looking at my picture. I know that I've got a good curve on my beak, so I'm going to need to draw in a curve. Maybe I'll start on the bottom and right where we're creased on the top. On one side, I'm going to draw what looks to me like the bottom part of my eagle beak. And that's a pretty good shape. Lines don't have to be perfect. And then up here, I noticed that it's going kind of flat and then it curves down, so I'm going to keep it connected until I want to get my curve in there. And again, if my lines aren't perfect, that's okay, because I'm just cutting out around them. So that says to me, kind of my eagle beak shape there. Now I'm going to cut them out, of course, on those lines, not cutting through the part that's connected. And of course, if you're doing a straight beak, you're going to want to just draw a straight line, leaving it connected all the way across the top. So if I cut that out, it looks something more like this beak. So I'm doing a curved beak. So what I'm going to need to do is, because I cut through here and made kind of a shape on both sides, I'm going to need to tape this together across where I cut. That way, it will hold together when I make it into my beak. Beak. So I'm going to do that taping, and then we'll get on to connecting our beak to our mask. Awesome.